Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, your Mango Bay. For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, hello.
Welcome to Mango Bay, one-stop shop for South Asian recklessness. We are two best boys, Usama Siddiquee.
Pranav, Behari.
We're comics in New York, and we're bringing the you-know-what.
We're bringing a good time.
The South Asian,
Consistently
what's
good
up?
time.
South
Okay.
Asian 1-2, buckle my fucking shoe. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
dude, we got some scotch in here. We're
Okay.
going uncle style.
So we're doing, this is classic Avinash and Arup.
Okay, yeah, it is.
Avinash, Arup vibes, our dad's names.
Cheers to you, bro.
Thank you.
And
This
this is
is-
actually in celebration. Ooh, that's good. Single malt is
That's
the best.
amazing.
That's really, oh my God, that's fucking good. Joe, you
Single
sure you don't want
malt?
some?
I want it so bad, but it's gonna ruin my whole night. I got
just like a little pack.
comedy shows tonight. I can't.
Okay.
I can't.
Joe acting all,
I'll be sleepy.
acting like the virgin bride over here.
I love when guys from Buffalo are like, I'm going easy tonight.
Yeah.
You're from a trash town with trash people, man.
That's literally my favorite liquor that you have. Like it's.
You wanna try a little
can't-
bit?
No,
A little
dude.
bit?
I,
Do you want to take some home in a Ziploc
I
bag?
can't.
In a little
I'm almost.
baggy.
I'm 1 month away from being 35.
Okay.
And I can't drink.
Joe, you're
and
35?
Function. I'm 34.
What the fuck? You know
Oh, we
this?
gotta do something fun for Joe's birthday.
I'm down. When's your birthday?
March 18th.
Oh my
Okay.
God. You know my birthday's March 22nd.
Oh yeah.
A little joint hang.
That
maybe?
felt right. That feels right.
a little
You
joint
seem like a
hanging.
March guy.
I'm a March guy, dude.
Should we
I don't
throw
love my
like
birthday.
a Mango Bay birthday party?
I can do that.
Get Zuby to open up her little party loft.
We can do this. I'm into it. Anyway.
$80 Patreons can come.
Speaking of which, join the goddarn patreon.com/Mango Bay. We
Yeah.
got early access. We got Discord server. We got bonus content. Only accessible. We got archived episodes.
By the way, we're closing the gates again soon.
Yes.
There's going to be a purge over into the archives. So
come on down. Come on down. And again, y'all are coming down. So great. I'm loving the responses. I'm loving the people who are coming up to me. Random quick story. I was in a subway car at like night a couple of days ago, and I was like, some very shady character comes up to me, like one of those like mullet Mexicans. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Dangerous
yeah.
types.
Yeah.
No values. These
like
people.
straight out of Cyberpunk.
Straight cyberpunk,
Cyberpunk
Mexican
2077.
from what's the Santo Domingo. From straight up Santo Domingo type, Arroyo looking.
Nose ring.
No nose ring, super mullet Mexican, right? Ralph Barbosa fan, let's call it. He comes up and he's like, "Hey man, Mango Bay." He gets a quick pick and he fucking bounces, bro, to shank the locals.
I love that, dude. I love that. You know what
So
fucks me
insane.
up, though, is I get people will want my pick sometimes.
Yeah.
Then I'll just never see the pick. I'm like, what are you doing with the pick? Is this like...
And why was it angled so low?
yeah.
I don't think it was a selfie more. If you jack off to me, it's a point of beauty. I'm down with it. Dude.
2020 was really the high point of that for me.
What do you mean?
Of just getting a lot of girls in the DMs.
Yeah,
Like, hey,
yeah.
and then like by 2022, it kind of dried up. If anybody, I mean, I have a girlfriend, so you don't have to send
Well,
me
again, it's
tits,
girlfriend
but
energy that you also mention her a lot in the pod. It's like
Probably.
But no. What comment I remember seeing on YouTube last episode or 2 episodes ago? Some person was like, "Has anyone noticed how fucking Pranav's getting hotter every episode?
Whoa.
Have you seen this?"
Probably some gay Indian.
Maybe.
Some like gay Hindutva Indian.
Yeah, it was an
you
orange
know?
avatar, but it was just like
The orange flag.
Orange flag.
It's always the tell for Hindutvadi. And love to the Hindutvadis.
Well, it's great because like Pranav is sort of he's dropping some serious gyan on this pod, so now he's like people are knowing and the people are like kind of coming to this guy a little bit. And
well, I went viral on
They've
X
been
the other day. I've gone viral on X a couple times now.
they don't have
follow me on X, guys. Pranahaha.
they don't have a funny super Hindu guy. Like
No.
there's no funny guy who
No.
does your shit.
No.
So I think they're looking for one. The same way like they're looking for Bengali guy. Like they don't have the.
I'm here for you guys. I'm here
know?
for you.
They don't have the dharam focused.
I dunked on the Mughals on an X post recently.
Everyone's dunking up. I'm becoming like a white guy apologist, but Mughal style. Well, we all were invaders at some point.
Which is, you know what? If they would just say that, the apologists,
Yes.
it would be great. Instead, they're doing the British thing of like, we gave you guys samosas or whatever. I'm like, bitch, no one gives a fuck about a samosa.
You don't like biryani?
You know?
It's so true. I mean, listen, you have to accept. Here's the thing. I think it's okay to hate the most recent evil.
Yeah.
Right? So British people get it because they're the most recent. Mughal was 2 ones ago. That's
Yeah.
why they're like one removed.
Yeah.
So they're like, what's going on?
Yeah, what's okay?
That was...
But the problem is that it never got resolved in a historiographical sort of like cultural way,
Right.
right? Like nobody came to terms with that, like this was a brutal invasion or colonization,
it's
right?
unequivocally Mughals invaded in the north,
Yeah.
and they took over governments
They did.
through slaughter.
And they slaughtered a bunch of people.
And they did. But here's the thing. It's also, I wonder what's the genocide start day. Like when can you start hating?
I think it was start hating or
No,
stop
no,
hating.
any culture. Like you
Yeah.
can't really hate the Assyrians anymore because they've been kind of owned and destroyed.
Right.
So when can you start hating a culture for their evil ways?
I mean, it's a very tricky thing in India, right? Because the Indians who are here now, there's not like a lot of Mughal DNA in India at this point, right?
Okay.
It's really just people whose great-great-great-grandfathers or whatever were forcefully converted, and now they are this thing, right?
I mean, you had Mughal immigrants from Achaemenid Empire.
Yeah, like Columbus was an immigrant, you know?
He was just looking for a green card, and these guys wouldn't give it to him.
Like Genghis Khan was an immigrant, you know?
Why'd you kill so many people? The paperwork is crazy, man.
The
You
bureaucracy.
don't need that. Man.
But anyway, not to just dredge
Yeah.
up all that. Anyway, I don't even feel like talking
Dredge
about
up
this.
like I'm angry about it or something.
Yeah, and I don't even.
Anyway,
but I dunked on the Mughals, went
Yes.
viral on X.
good.
I gone viral in a couple little minor instances. So my
Yeah, part of had some couple hits on the X.
yeah.
But it's like, again, it's not like these aren't fans that you really want. You know what I'm saying? These are like, because you're dunking on the Mughals, but it's the same way that an incel school shooter likes Nick Mullen.
Well, you know what? Here's the
know what I'm
thing,
saying? Like-
right? No, I don't mind it. I
Because
don't
Kyle
mind it.
Rittenhouse was like, I love Cometown.
No. Here's the thing, right? Is like what I was saying was not overtly hostile in and of itself. It was just laying bare in a fairly brutal way what the actual truth was about the Mughals, right?
Sure.
But it wasn't like fucking kill Muslims or whatever, right? It wasn't that, and that's never going to be me, right? So
Saying it's like a personality trait that's like
no, look,
obviously not obvious.
the Hindutva movement overall, people want to see it as one thing, but it's really not, right? It is a reinvigoration and a renaissance of Hinduness and Hindu culture, and there's many aspects of it. So there's a lot of fucking really hyper smart
Right.
Hindutva thinkers out there and Hindutva people, right?
And some Nazis were chill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Some were just bakers.
Dude, there's not even a compare.
Obviously.
Mughals.
Obviously.
Mughals. Or as I call them, Muggles. Okay.
This is not
The
a point.
bloody Muggles.
Putting hand up is not a point. Muggles.
The bloody Muggles.
Muggle bond.
Okay? You can't even compare the Hindutvadis to Nazis. There's not even a comparison.
I wasn't. I was.
You literally did.
Literally just.
And I ain't mad at you about it, bruh.
Well,
I love you.
Actual comparison is not joking, right? If you're joking, you can say whatever you want. I'm not actually comparing it.
Are we getting into joke theory now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, listen. I want to talk about why we're drinking the Scotch. We don't normally drink very much.
Yeah.
However, we got this Scotch in the green room for my boy's triumphant appearance on the Stephen Colbert show.
Yeah.
Doing 5.5 minutes of fire comedy.
Thank you.
Went to the green room, got to enjoy and bask in the glow of my incandescently talented friend here, who I love and just admire, and he just crushed it. But I have to talk about this. It was a very interesting experience.
It was very intense.
Because we were in the green room.
Yeah.
It's me, you, your manager.
My boys. Pranav, Eagle, Peter, and my manager, Kent.
Yes.
It was hilarious, too, because I was like, every time, I was like, so appreciative of my boys there. Like, they were hilarious, being hilarious in the green room, just cutting it up, and they were hanging out and just being joyful. And they never hang out with each other.
That's true. It was a great
time. So
time.
I have like these like insular kind of friendships where like it's not a crew per se.
Yeah.
So seeing my boys hang out like that.
I love to hang out with Eagle.
Of course.
I hang out with Peter,
Yeah.
here and there. I
Right.
know Peter. I love Peter.
But
I never really got to hang out with Eagle, and I loved hanging out with
He's
Eagle.
the best.
He's the best.
He's the best. He's
great.
literally my come up queen. He's the
Yeah.
guy that we used to be shit on together when we were coming up in the scene. Only he really understands how I felt in the first couple of years in New York comedy because he was in the same place.
Right.
So and then y'all are hanging out, killing it. I'm like, oh, this is fucking the shit.
It's so fun.
So great. Every time I wanted to say like my best lovers, and I'd have to look at Kent and be like, you are cool too. I kind of want to bring him into my friend group.
I mean, look, he's in many ways the best friend that you have. He got you there, right?
I love Kent. I love Kent.
He was a great guy too. I liked him.
Cool guy.
Yeah,
cool
he was a
fucking
chill
guy.
dude.
Very cool guy.
So we're in there and we're having a great time, and it's time for Usama to go up. And
Yeah.
Elizabeth Warren is on before Usama, another famous Indian, as you guys
And
know.
Pranav watching this interview. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, first of all, famous Indian. Pranav watching this woman. Pranav, I've never seen a man want to like assault somebody more with like a stick.
I wanted to reach through the
Lucky.
screen. I wanted to do a reverse ring where I crawl into the TV onto the stage and I just terrorize Elizabeth Warren.
Dude, I wanted to film Pranav's face during the interview, but I was fearful that if I
It was very Fox News dad energy, I realized, because I was like, oh, God, shut up.
hey, you're yelling at the TV like it can talk back.
Yeah.
Hilarious. So yeah, I'm very, very
Rolling my
nervous.
eyes, I was grunting.
She's ruining the entire vibe.
She's
of
ruining
life.
the vibe, right?
She's the crowd is coming to a negative energy.
Yes.
Literally nothing's there anymore.
Yep.
A complete wasteland
She
of
drained.
vibe.
She drained all the juice from the balls.
You're
of the
telling me she didn't get everybody red hot?
Oh yeah. You think she'd do a couple of rain dances and get the party started, but no, she ruined the whole vibe.
She tried to get the party started, but be like, and we should legalize marijuana. I was like, shut the fuck up, bitch. I'll never smoke weed again. Ever.
Well, it's like also that thing is like so 5 years ago,
Yeah,
like
I
the
know.
marijuana cheer.
Like nobody's struggling to get weed at this point.
You know? Yeah, Dominicans sell it to me at every street corner now.
It's every vape, every
know what I'm
fucking
saying?
store is a weed store now.
I'm at the Key Foods getting a raspberry kush.
Yeah.
So Pranav's angry. Everyone's having a good time.
Yeah.
I love that my guys are there. It's just like definitely like easing the situation. And then so I have to follow Elizabeth for this. I have to follow this bucket of cold water. Human ALS challenge, right? And I go up, right? And I jump in. And I'm almost blacking out. Like blacking out. I don't know what's going on. I come out and I kind of feel like not shit, but just like numb.
Yeah.
I feel like numb. I feel numb, right? I'm just like, what the fuck? What? I really cannot even tell you.
Yeah.
I come in, right?
Can I?
Yeah, go.
Because I need to give the
Yeah.
behind the scenes
Yes,
play. So me, Eagle, and Peter are watching
Yeah.
Usama's set from the green room,
Yeah.
and in my mind, I'm like, oh, my boy's killing it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it could be tough because of the Elizabeth Warren
Yes.
factor, but immediately getting laughs, hitting big laughs.
Yeah.
But we're not watching it on TV the way people at home are watching it 4 hours later on TV. We're watching it from a weird feed, so it's not everything. The audience isn't mic'd up the same way.
Yeah.
But I can hear the laughs. I'm like, this is going great.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Peter, and we've talked about Peter before on the podcast, who we love, hilarious guy, and really do love this guy. I think he's really a great dude. But just immediately he's like, oh man, they're making him work out there. Oh boy.
And Peter's the kind of guy where he'll say that like it's the happiest moment of his life.
Yeah, I know.
This is not like Usama, my boy, is having a tough time. This is how great is this?
Yeah, he's like, they're making him work out there, huh? So Peter's going on. I'm like, Peter, I don't know about that. I think he's doing well. Because we just don't get the volume and everything is not the same.
Exactly.
He's like, I don't know about that, Pranav. I don't know, Pranav. I'm like, dude, this is it. And now at this point, because you're killing it, I can see you're doing well, but I'm terrified for you to come back because I know how Peter's going to be. Okay? Usama ends his set. Great set. He gets an applause break in there. He did really well. Comes back in the green room. I'm like, all right, let's turn on the pizzazz.
Yeah.
Make sure my boy knows how hard he killed. First thing. Usama comes in. Not great job, buddy. Hey, wow. What the fuck was up with them? Oh my God. They really made you work out there. First 2.5 minutes, they were making you work.
Oh my God.
They were really making you work, buddy. Are you all right? Oh, you're right. I'm like, Peter, you have no fucking bedside manner for this kind of occasion. You know?
I want to say a quick story, real quick side thing. This is the same guy who, when Peter, when we did Molly together, came on the most loving drug of all time, was like, "You're a pretty good guy, Usama." So this is the guy. He literally cannot give good energy, right? Sometimes.
He told me the aftermath of doing Molly too. He's like, "Yeah, I did Molly with Usama and Dylan Palladino and all these guys. I don't know, man. They were all hugging and saying I love you and stuff. I just didn't feel. I had to leave." That was his exact recap
This guy.
of the event.
This fatherless behavior. It's insane.
Truly.
Oh my God. Anyway, so exactly, I come in, I'm raw because I really am not even permanent object wise.
Yeah.
And I walk in and Peter comes at me with the fucking Peterness. And then I kind of feel like, not like shit, but like really overthinking this thing, right?
Well, the best part of this, though, right, is after Peter's like, "Oh, they made you work. You all right, buddy? You doing okay? You got him at the end, but I don't know." After all that, Usama clearly sort of shell-shocked from Peter's horrible bedside manner. And then Peter's like, "So what's up? You want to go celebrate or something? Let's go to a bar." And Usama's like, "I got some spots to do." And he's like, "Come on, you don't want to go celebrate? What are you talking? Come on!"
And I was like, at some point, Peter stopped talking. I was like, "Pranav, I'm never gonna have Peter back."
Yeah, you were like, "Can we never bring this guy anywhere?"
Everywhere
again?
near my accolades. And he was like, "Why? You want me one of your fucking lapdog friends?
Yeah, it's
I'll be one of your suck your balls after every meal." I love this guy with all my heart. With all my heart. He is like my Harvey Dent, like the other side, like the one that's mangled by burns. And he's like one of my funniest friends. Like I love this guy.
Yeah. My favorite part is him being like, let's celebrate. What are you talking about?
Crazy.
Dude?
Also, I'm always a spot guy after. I was never gonna hang.
I know.
I had spots booked up before. And I have another story about this guy.
I went and hung out with Peter after that. We're in his car. He's like, "You think he's gonna want to hang out later?" He's like, "I don't want to stay out of." He's like, "Why doesn't he want to hang out?" I'm like, "I don't know, Peter. I wonder why. I wonder why, Peter."
Ask your dad the same question. I'm on Mark Ravello's side now. I'm on Mark's side all of a sudden.
Peter was just such a downer.
He's such a downer.
Dad, you don't make a lot of money,
Dad,
do
what
you?
is this, dude?
You're kind of a piece of shit, huh, Dad?
It's your birthday. I thought you'd be farther along by now in your profession.
Usama, can you get some people to bring some more cold cuts in here?
He's such a downer, man. Him on Molly became sad weed.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man.
It was like indica.
He's indica. He's into couch, man. Love the guy. So yeah, then I was a little funky the next day. I called my boy Pranav, and he was like, first of all, he got me down from the high amplitude of like, what was I doing? What happened? I don't know if it was good.
Well, I knew I had to do triage work from Peter.
A little bit, right.
So I texted you. I was like, "Bro, how you feeling?"
Right.
And
this is you
amazing.
working off the set that you saw from the feed. Then you got me down, right? Then we both watched the set again. I had released it. And then you were like, you saw the actual set.
I watched the set again, and I was annoyed. I was like, "Bitch, you killed. You killed."
I did.
I just had to talk to you for 45 minutes to console you for having an amazing set.
I did have a great set. I didn't realize that at that time because I was freaking out.
Yeah.
I saw the set and I was like, no, this is... What happened is like there's a line or two that I usually kill in the clubs that didn't really hit on a late night setting. And so that was where I was like, because in a 7-laugh joke, I got like 4 laughs that were like pops. And I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
What is this?
Of course.
And so that's where I got the apprehension. And after talking to Pranav a couple of times, it was great, and I felt great.
Usama, how'd you feel though? Like the second you got off
That's what
before
I'm
you
saying.
ran in.
I was like shell shocked. I didn't feel good or bad.
I don't know how you could feel good coming
Yeah.
off of like because it's like TV. There's a thing about
a whole
late
thing.
night, and
Dude, it's wild.
you're talking to a bunch of fucking Iowa tourists who are
Yeah.
like 65 years old.
Yeah, so it's crazy. So it's like it's a wild thing to like just walk off. So he's like, wait, what happened out there?
How far away is the audience from you?
It's like from me to you,
Yeah.
like maybe times 1.5.
All right, it's like 12 feet.
It's
15
far.
feet.
It's a little far.
Yeah.
It was amazing green room treatment. They had so much. They had a huge gift bag, which he generously gave me.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't give it to. I gave it to you. So I walk in, right? I'm still in my head, right? And I look to my right. We're about to leave. One of us like stuffing a candle in his jacket. I was like, and he has like a cat burglar look. Like he has the cat burglar outfit,
do. I
like
was
a
in all
black
black.
leather.
I was in all
He's wearing
black.
like a beanie or something. And I'm hearing like dun 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 dun. I'm like, Pranav, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, Felice likes candles.
Girlfriend was like, she likes
I
candles.
was like, bro, take the whole bag.
He's like, just take the bag.
Take the bag, buddy.
I took the whole gift bag. There was a lot of good shit in there. There was creams and lotions.
Yeah,
and,
bro.
And nothing for like a man.
I
would typically
don't know why
like.
they gave me that. I think they thought I was gay or something.
I don't know.
They gave me like a dildo. Like, hey, this is what he would
You know,
want.
I think the people who set up the green room are women. So they got like,
Yes.
there was like a red light wand and like, it was all skincare.
Pranav, you can't take the pillow from the couch.
yeah,
I took the TV.
He's like pickpocketing Colbert. I'm like, what? Kidding me? So great. Love my boys hanging out. Love the energy of the room. Just overjoyed. And I love Peter too. He's just my fucking guy. He's just the goofiest, most hateful man I know.
He's so filled with contempt.
You know, on my Comedy Central taping, he said he was gonna come. Then he was so incensed by the lineup that he just didn't come. He was like, I saw the lineup. I was so pissed at the lack of quality on the people. I just couldn't come, dude. And then we had a whole talk about it afterwards. Like, hey, man, I love you. I want you to be there in these situations. You know?
he has like a true mafioso's temperament, actually. Like, fuck this shit. It's like a Paulie Walnut style pettiness, you know? He really is like Paulie Walnut. He's like a highly intelligent Paulie Walnut.
He's like if that shoeless snow episode was his whole life.
It's
You know what I'm talking about? That episode where he just has no shoes the whole day. Paulie's angry.
T, how you feeling? Oh, they were brutal out there, T. Like, no.
Colbert, it's pretty big. Pretty big, Colbert. It's no Fallon, I'll say that. It's no Fallon. He's the best. He's the best, bro. And you know, I met his sister, Rhea Sunshine.
Yeah.
And then I met his brother, worse than Peter.
Okay, I could see that. I could see that.
Because Peter's hot.
Yeah.
The other one didn't even get the fucking cute
shit.
looks or the rock, you know,
shit.
in his wife. Anyway, I could talk about Peter for hours, man.
Yeah,
He's my guy, dude.
We should have him on.
Oh, 100%.
I just am like worried. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not gonna be a lap dog on this podcast.
I'm not gonna be.
You want your balls sucked? Call one of your hoes. Your hooas.
He literally did say that. He's like, sorry, I'm not a lap dog like your other friends. What, you want me to lick your balls like Dylan Palladino?
Maybe. Two things real quick about the post, right? My mom wants to fuck the shit out of Colbert. Yeah. All she was talking about, I was like, how do I do, Mom? She's like, you know that Colbert is very articulate. You know, I love the way he speaks. She kept talking about it for a week after. It's like, that white guy was so good. So strong. Like, okay, Mom's third wave feminism, puberty. She loves Colbert. She never saw him before in her life.
He's
And
the least fuckable dude.
She loves his body.
It's amazing.
That's one thing. Another thing. What's up, Joe?
You should tell her that he's got his own Ben and Jerry's flavor.
Does he?
Yeah, he's got the Americone Dream. It's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
one of the best Ben and Jerry's flavors.
Is it really?
Yeah.
She wants to be one of the flavors.
Yeah.
My mom's trying to be one of the flavors. Another thing was one of the weirdest comments. He got a lot of support, a lot of love. A lot of people love the set, and I was like feeling good. One random guy though was the weirdest comment ever. He was like on DMs. He's like, "Dude, you killed it on Colbert. You're gonna be famous now, but watch out. They're all gonna make you wear a dress in Hollywood." I never understood that comment.
That's like a black Hollywood thing.
Yes, I think this guy.
Right? There's a
that?
long-standing thing where black men are like, every time you make it in Hollywood, if you want to make it, you have to do something emasculating.
You have to suck a dick or wear a dress.
Right.
And I'm like, that's a fascinating thing.
Yeah.
And Kat talks about it. You know
Kat
what I'm
Williams,
saying?
of course,
Because
yeah.
Pete Diddy be wanting to party. And you got to tell him no.
Mm-hmm.
You got to tell him no. And so it's a weird, everyone is free. Like everyone just assumes that if you're big, you've sucked a monster producer cock.
I think that definitely has been the case historically, though. I think Hollywood is probably a uniquely evil place.
I think so.
I think
so.
that's why people get into show business, is because they're like, hey, I can exploit the shit out of a lot of people.
Right now, there's like a weird wave in my like podcasts. There's like a lot of these like Disney stars who are like in Disney Channel stars. They're all just explicitly naming people who have like molested them.
I mean,
and nothing's happening.
To me, that's the part of the Me right. See, that's the stuff of Me Too that I really like, you know, is when like executives are getting fucked over like that, right? Because they're the slimiest of them all. Not Aziz Ansari having some like dumb sexual misfire, you know what I mean? Where he like fisted a girl's face prematurely or whatever, right? After watching Seinfeld.
And they brought down that good man, Bill Cosby.
Oh, yeah. we all have heroes that fell in the fight. Aziz was the saddest one.
That was the most fucked up.
We really fucked this guy up. And again, I'm going to chalk it up to some Brown shit again. They want to see the Browns fail in this business. They want to see the Browns fail.
Well, I mean, you know what I think happened is that I think the woman was just like, why I'm like a white 7.5. Like this short brown man should, you know, want to cuff me up and wife me up. And he didn't. He treated her like just another kind of groupie. Right? He didn't do anything really that flagrant at all.
Well, also, you're right. Just less Brown is more like he was the woke king at the time. So like, what a great target this is going to be. What a great destruction I can do.
Right. So I think she was just like, I can't believe this guy thought he could treat me like a white guy probably normally treats me.
Yeah. I think we talked about this already on the pod. It's like the end of one paragraph was like, and I was very uncomfortable. Yeah. Start of the next paragraph. So I was sucking his dick.
Yeah.
It's that whole thing was fucked, right? She got canceled a couple days later when she called a real journalist an oaf or something. Like, you're a buffoon or something. Like, anyway, that thing's it's over. Let's keep moving. Thank you guys for coming out, dude. Love you, man.
You were great, man.
Great set, dude.
It was fun. It was fun. And I'm really proud of it now. Looking back, and I was like, fine. When I got some distance, saw it, I said again, I was like, oh no, I'm hitting the fuck out of it, and I feel good.
Yeah, you were awesome.
All right. On to other things. I'm probably gonna do like a weekly Mahabharat update for you.
Okay.
Because I'm reading this. Couple of noticings I'm having on this. First of all, Mahabharat.
The Bengali.
Phenomenal book. Just every chapter chock full of kooky shit.
Yeah.
Couple of things that stood out.
Okay. Hit me.
Someone, Amba, meditated her way into being a man.
Yes. Yeah.
How?
Sikandar.
Sikandin,
yeah.
What the fuck? How is that?
I mean, she wanted revenge. You know, she wanted
and
to
then
take out Bhishma.
Bhishma wouldn't fight him because he's like, that's actually technically a girl.
Yes.
And
did you get that far in the book?
Yeah.
So you're in the battle.
No. I mean, again, Rajgopal did a lot of stuff that summarized the future in his chapters.
Gotcha.
So you're getting like future stuff.
Right.
So like he gets a lot of repetition in a lot of circular storytelling. So that was wild to me. Another wild thing was I love how like how much the kids love their parents. So like Santanu was like to Bhishma, he's like I want to fuck Satyavati. Yeah. And Bhishma was like, well, if you want that, I will never fuck for the rest of my life.
I know.
Damn. I've never loved somebody that much.
Dude, I mean,
I've never loved somebody that much that I was like, I will cut my dick off for you, Dad.
Listen, that to me, that's how the whole thing really started. Was because Bhishma, who is obviously the most suited to be king, right? Took this vow because his dad needed to play around a little bit.
You want to fuck around, bro.
You know?
And you love your dad so much, you're like, I'm gonna reduce my...
And she was just like, but I need my son to be king, right? It wasn't enough for her to, be...
Damn, bro.
It was ridiculous.
Satyavati on some shit.
I know.
I'm not a fan of this. Of this one.
I know.
That irked me. What was the other one? I love how Pandu died after fucking. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Poor guy. So this is a story that I learned, man. And this is the real story of the Mahabharata.
Yeah.
Is that where's the yams? You know what I'm saying? We got to get the yams. So basically, Pandu was cursed. Basically, the father of the Pandavas or the Pandavas. They were like, hey, if you fuck ever, if you ever fuck your wife, you're gonna die, right? So he's like, I got this. Ain't no worries. I'm fucking Pandu. I'm good. I got this. I'm gonna just meditate and be good with it. But then, as with us all, what happens when the snow thaws? The booties come out.
I know.
Booties come out.
You're out in the jungle
Pants
with your
getting
wife
smaller,
and
you know what I'm
everything. Yeah.
Out in the jungle with your wife.
You know, it's like you're in nature. It's like-
She wearing the slutty shari today.
Yeah.
She wearing the shari, not shari. You know what I'm saying? She looking cheeked up from the back. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, no doubt.
She like, Madri, you looking fucking
That's true.
fuckable. And so he can't help himself. He fucks her and he fucking dies.
And he dies.
And Madri, you know, day one as she is, funeral pyres it, right?
I know.
Satis it. She dies. That's really sad. Because Madri was still cheeked up probably during the time.
I know.
You know?
I know.
Still looking fine as
Still
hell.
in her prime.
And that's insane. So that level of devotion was very powerful for me reading that. And so the thing with the curses, it seems like oh yeah, one question I had.
Yeah.
That didn't make sense to me. Hold on. I had a couple. I just wrote these down. So, okay, why bad when Yayati took another wife after Devayani, but not when Pandu took a wife after marrying Kunti Devi? So why is it only some people get shit on for having another wife, but other people it's like, oh no, this is for the gods or something? Why is there different rules for different people?
So I don't remember very well the story of Yati, but I will say that there's always circumstantial things that arise that will allow a certain exception to a given rule. Though I don't really understand because there's not a lot of polygamy in the Mahabharata. In the Ramayana, there's some.
But sometimes they accept it. It's like sometimes they don't accept it and sometimes they do accept it.
Yeah.
So what is the...
I think that in general it is accepted in
Okay.
those times, right? Like, and if you go back to the Ramayana, like Lord Ram is the son of one of Dasharath's 3 wives. But in the situation, why? Was it frowned upon that when Yayati had a second wife, or what happened?
It was so bad that he got cursed, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Okay.
was like, or something like that, where like it was not okay.
Okay.
I think Yayati did it and then became an old fuck. And that's when he asked his sons, can I take your youth? And then the
Right.
youngest son was like, he asked like all of his sons were like, no, fuck you, dad, I like my youth.
Yeah.
And the youngest son, damn, again, with the filial piety here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dad, I won't, I'll take your age.
Yeah.
So he became an old fuck, his youngest son, and then he got to go back and be young again.
Right.
So he got cursed because of the ire from that happened because of his taking.
Who cursed him? Do you remember?
Don't remember that.
Okay.
I remember he got
See,
cursed.
I have to go back to the story
You see
and
what I'm saying?
reread it. Yeah.
So I guess it's like one of those things where it's like if you are angry, you can call the gods for a curse, and if you meditate and give enough supplication, they'll activate it.
Yes, they will. I mean,
Yeah.
the whole Mahabharata is propelled by curses and vows.
Yeah.
Right? Vows are a huge part of it.
Right.
And curses are a huge part of it. Right? Those
Yeah.
are the things that propel the narrative along quite a bit. So yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't give you a great answer for that one. I'd have to go back and reread
Yeah,
it.
it didn't. There's no set of rules, and maybe I'm just coming from the rigidity of a chronic upbringing, where it's like, oh, these religious rules are very immutable. And now that I'm really reading it, before conceptually, I'm like, yeah, he'll do some different shit.
Yeah.
But now as I'm reading something, I'm like, yeah, they really had stories. Kind of are standing on their own set of values. It seems like sometimes.
I mean, everything is karma.
You know?
Right? Everything is governed by the law of karma, right?
Right.
In reality. And then that's never plainer than in the Mahabharata. And so whatever the consequence is, if you upset somebody or whatever, every action has its comeuppance to it, right? So
Except Duryodhana really be out here conniving, dude.
I mean,
That guy does not
he
stop,
gets
man.
his. He gets
He gets his? Okay. That guy takes no days off, dude.
Listen,
He's
neither
douche.
does Bhima. Okay, neither does Bhima.
These fucking
Bhima
guys.
vows. Remember,
Yeah.
if there's a vow, you know that shit's gonna come to fruition.
Dude, the vow is crazy.
Yeah,
The vow is a wild thing.
the vow is a very important.
And it's kind of circumventing sometimes. It's like, well, you have to give me a blowjob because I vowed to get
get a
one.
blowjob. And because you didn't blow me, I'm gonna curse you.
Right? Sometimes they do have the circular fucking logic like that. Like, but I vowed to fuck my niece. I vowed it. Vowed it.
Listen, first of all, Gandhi vowed not to fuck his niece.
I didn't say Gandhi.
Okay, we
I didn't
know
say-
the
I didn't say
implication.
Gandhi.
We know the implication. That's the whole thing about that story. He didn't bang her, guys. He didn't do it. That was the whole point of it. Now, why that was supposed to be a test, I don't know. But
All I'm saying is that when you're naked, genitals rub. That's all I'm gonna say. The Brahmacharya experiments. That's all I'm gonna say, dude.
I like how you're giving everything its Bengali pronunciation.
I've been activated in this way.
I love it, dude.
I've been activated in this way now. Now I'm gonna make sure that everyone knows the Bengali version as well. It's a weird bridge, bro. You know, there's Islam, and again, I don't want to demarcate Islam, Hinduism, Bengali happens to be right in the middle. Seems like.
I mean, Bengali's really more over in the Hinduism camp. That's why you guys got genocided in 71.
You guys.
I mean,
Who's you guys?
You Bengalis. Bangladeshis got,
I'm Muslim, bro.
you know.
But I grew up Muslim, so it's like this, you know. But seeing my Bengaliness being able to be used for to learn the Mahabharata, and I'm seeing words that are like, oh, I know a friend named this guy.
Yeah.
Very deep, very
Well,
awesome.
it's much more aligned with your actual culture, right?
Bengali culture is definitely more Hindu culture, or but Bengalis are very deeply Muslim as well. It's very, very entrenched.
You know, the problem is with Indians in general is that they will be fanatically into whatever they're into.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you're Hindu, you're like, I am. I vow to be. And the same thing. I mean, like the thing is like you wouldn't have Wahhabism without like the Deobandi movement that came out of India.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Indians are very smart. And they like to be
Wahhabism
intellectual.
Also, it came from so much American fuckery too, right?
What's that?
Like Wahhabism came from a lot of like Western fuckery as well.
Yeah, I
right?
sent you an article a long time ago, which basically talks about the Deobandi school, right? And basically how that came out of India, actually. And then that actually, the intellectual threads from that ended up kind of providing the intellectual infrastructure for Wahhabism.
Right.
And I'd have to go back and reread the article and all that.
That's why ISIS is they're just passionate.
They're just passionate
they're
people.
just fans.
They're passionate. And they got vows too. You know?
Death to America is a vow.
Death to America
That's
is a vow.
You know, you never started a fan club before, bro?
Yeah, seriously. What's the problem with you guys? You have no passion?
No passion. no. What is it? No passion.
Dedication? No passion.
No dedication. No. So that my Bengaliness is really igniting right now, and fucking obviously we talked way too much. Join us on Patreon. We'll get to some stories in a second.
What are the stories we're doing on the Patreon?
We're doing some stuff about the Navy. And some Navy sailors didn't get murdered in Abu Dhabi.
Oh yeah, this is Modi winning back to eight people who were on death row in Qatar.
Yeah, big win.
Yeah, big win, and a couple other stories out of the Middle East.
We'll stop those in a second. Come on down.
Your mango bed.